Lesson 10. Verbs. Modals. Icebreaker. Modals are a special group of auxiliary verbs used to express certain meanings like permission, ability, possibility, suggestion, promise, intention, request, prohibition, necessity, wish. Modals help to express the mood or the attitude of the speaker. The most commonly used modals are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, dare. Let's learn about the functions and usage of modals. Modals of ability. Modal, use, example. Can, to indicate an ability to do something, to know how to do something. I can open the door for you. I can fix your car. Could, to indicate a past ability. We could dive into the pool in our childhood. Be able to indicate an ability to do something, which is more possible than can. She will be able to reach the airport in 10 minutes. I was able to cook for 100 people in 3 hours. Can is used for the present tense. Could is used for the past tense. However, be able to can be used with any tense. Examples. The players were able to complete their daily goals. Shikha is able to manage her studies with work. Karthik will be able to inform the teacher before the class starts. I could go to the park, but I was busy. I can do it by Friday. Modals of permission. Modal, use, example. May, to ask for a formal permission politely. May I use your pen? Can, to ask for an informal permission. Can you pass me the book? Could, to ask for a formal permission, more polite than may. To suggest a formal permission in the past. Could I use your phone? Boss told me that I could leave early today. Modals of possibility. Modal, use, example. May, to indicate a good possibility. He may give you his car keys. Might, to indicate a weak possibility. It might rain today. Can, to indicate a general and occasional possibility. I can visit the museum with Sarah today. Could, to indicate a very weak possibility. You could complete this work on time. Modals of suggestion, obligation, advise. Modal, use, example. Should, to offer an advice or suggestion. You should work harder for your mathematics exam this time. We should not keep the tap open. Ought to convey a sense of moral duty or suggesting the right way to do something. It is a little stronger than should. You ought to obey your elders. You ought to be consistent with your practice. Modals of request. Modal, use, example. Will, to make a polite request. Will you share this file with him, please? Would, to make a request more politely than by using will. Would you pass me the phone, please? Won't, to make a request. Won't you get something to eat? Can, to make an informal request. Can I have your laptop for a day? Could, to make a polite request when it is uncertain whether it will be accepted. Could you please take me to the zoo this weekend, Mummy? Modals of prohibition. Modal, use, example. Must not, to indicate that something should not be done because it is a rule. People must not jump the red light. Ought not to indicate that something should not be done because it is a duty. One ought not to make fun of others. Modals of promise. Modal, use, example. Will, to suggest a promise or an intention. I will surely visit you before leaving for Germany. Shall, to suggest a promise or an intention. You shall get your report card by tomorrow morning. Modals of compulsion. Modal, use, example. Must, to express an internal compulsion. The authority lies with the speaker. I must focus on this project. Have to or has to. To suggest an external compulsion. The authority does not lie with the speaker. My parents said that I have to look after my pets today. Have got to or has got to. To suggest an external compulsion. The authority does not lie with the speaker, but it is more informal. We have got to start exercising. He has got to complete the assignment. Had to, as the past form of must. Teachers had to stay late at the school last week. Will have to, as the future form of must. I will have to be careful about the security. The modal dare. Modal, use, example. Dare, mostly in negative sentences and questions or to state a challenge. Don't you dare call me. Do you dare climb this mountain? The modal may. Modal, use, example. May, to express a wish. May God bless you. Points to remember. Modals are not complete verbs. They cannot stand alone. They must be followed by a main verb. Modals have only one form which they never change. Knowledge gained. Modals help to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. Modal verbs can be categorized based on verbs that express ability, possibility, permission, suggestion, obligation, advice, request, prohibition, promise, compulsion, necessity, wish. Modals of ability include can, could, be able to. Modals of permission include may, can, could. Modals of possibility include may, might, can, could. Modals of suggestion, obligation, advice include should and ought to. Modals of request include will, would, won't, can, could. Modals of prohibition include must not and ought not to. Modals of promise include will and shall. Modals of compulsion include words like must, have to, have got to, had to, will have to. The modal may is used to express a wish. The modal dare is used in negative sentences and questions or to state a challenge.